Welcome to you, my Cancer friends, and thank you for coming to see me this week. I know that you are very caring and tenacious, so the fact that you are tuning in again this week is a great pleasure. And so let's go ahead and see what the cards are saying for you this week. So I have a 10 of Wands. I have the 8 of Wands. I have the King of Pentacles. All right. I have the 2 of Swords. I have the Ace of Swords. I have Judgment. I have the 5 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. So for our Cancers this week, you have a lot of action. You have an equal amount of challenge and some money things going on here. And of course, then we have our Judgment. So with the Wands leading this, our action leading, the 10 of Wands says that you might actually feel like work is overtaking you. That action is definitely affecting you in the business realm. You are having an imbalance between your work and your leisure time. So you might need to step back and think about what's going on with you at work and decide whether or not you want to give your social life, give yourself more time. With the 8 of Wands represents changes, travel, opportunities, but it's a time where multitasking is going to be very necessary. It's going to be a period of time where lots of things, lots of irons that you've had in the fire are all happening at once. They're going to be coming to fruition. And again, a journey may be involved. So here we are talking about a trip and being able to accomplish several things at once. So this could lend to the workaholic issue. Perhaps you travel a lot for work, or you're going to be asked to travel a lot. Excuse me, not necessarily this week, but this week may trigger when you are going to be asked to travel. So you have to make sure you weigh the decision that you might make in regard to traveling for work. This definitely looks like sometime in the near future you're going to be asked to travel for work, and it might just be that one thing that is too much, that really does cause work to overload your overall time use. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So after we get this card about working a lot and having difficulty balancing your work life and your social life, your love life, now we have the King of Pentacles, a high money card, and the King of Pentacles represents economic power. It's also generosity and basically harnessing the energy of success. So that says a lot right there. So possibly it's going to be very tempting not to accept this new request to travel, because it looks like it might actually be your key to economic power, where you are going to feel very successful. You're going to have that feeling like wealth and abundance are definitely secured if this is done. So be very careful. You're going to have to weigh this, decide what you're willing to do for work. Not necessarily just travel, but what are you willing to sacrifice to have that economic power. Then we have challenge cards. A couple of challenge cards here. We have the 2 of Swords. And with the 2 of Swords, it represents choices and indecision. So you may need to negotiate or be willing to compromise regardless of your feelings about that situation. So here again, we're looking at that weighing, that compromise, knowing how to balance, because you might be leaning toward work just a little more than you might want to. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which represents victory and mental clarity and actual breakthroughs. So your victory and your progress will prevail over obstacles, and you will find, or you'll feel that you've found a fair resolution to your conflicts. So this Ace of Swords is telling me that this is maybe a release from challenge. It's giving you a little bit of a break. Something is going to happen that is going to help you make that decision that we're talking about in the first part of your reading, where it's saying that you might feel like you have to give into that working a lot more than you had wanted to, giving up more of your leisure time and your time for other things in order to have that economic power. The Ace of Swords is saying that you're going to have some assistance. You're going to have a breakthrough. Something's going to help you figure out what to do. And then next we have Judgment. And Judgment is definitely self-assessment, self-evaluation. It's going to let you know and give you the insight to know that past efforts are finally being rewarded in future success. So things that you have done in the past in regard to your work, and I'm thinking this is a heavy business, but definitely business involved reading. Things that you've done in the past are going to come to help you. They are going to assist you in gaining economic power without having to give up your social life, without having to live for your job instead of just living in the job assists in that. Then we have the Five of Pentacles, so another money card. And the Five of Pentacles represents insecurity and isolation. You feel like there has been a financial loss. You have a sense of poverty, almost feeling like you are left out of the good life that you feel other people have. So that might be lending to why you feel like you have to work so much. Why you are choosing to spend more time working, giving work more time so that you can achieve success, so that you can feel like the picture of success and feel like your wealth and your abundance are secured. But then we also have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles says that you are going to feel like you have made a worthwhile effort. You are going to have good news about money or a new job. And again, the energy of success. So you have a lot of success in this reading, in the Pentacles. So saying that working is good, being devoted to your job is good, but you need to know the difference between, you need to know the line to draw between your work life and your home life, your social life. And then we have the Three of Wands to end with. And the Three of Wands speaks to foresight and success. Your initiative pays off. This is a great time for making plans or adjusting things for a long-term plan. So this is all saying that, especially in the business realm, in the business relationships, you are going to be very successful this week. You're going to have lots of help in making the right decision and to help keep your work life and your leisure time definitely balanced. So Cancer, you look like you're going to have a very, very pleasant week at work. Imagine that. And that you are going to finally be able to balance your work life and your leisure time. So that is what the cards are saying to me for you this week, my friendly Cancers. So until next week, please have a very happy week, a very positive experience week, and have good relationships. Farewell, Cancer.